What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today we're doing another maintenance video on the EVO. On today's to-do list, I'm going to be replacing the catalytic converter with a test pipe. I'm going to be swapping out the oil on the rear diff, and I'm going to be putting the wheel spacers on the rear. I already have them on the front, so pretty easy stuff. I'm hoping to have everything done within an hour. So we're back here at the auto hobby shop, and we're going to get the EVO up on a lift, so stay tuned. See if there's any nice rides parked at Auto Hobby today. Looks like there's a Tour, and we got a GTR R32. I think that was here last time. WRX 180. There's a EVO 1 GSR, super clean body. Old 180. Sitting on the ground. Alright, so we're gonna get up on the lift. Alright, so the EVO is up on the lift, and just give you guys a little update. I did a little bit of a corrosion control right here along this part of the frame. I went to one of the local stores and bought some rust stopper, if you will, and I broke a lot of the loose stuff off, hit it with a wire brush, and then hit it with this. So I'm gonna take some paint maybe next week and go over it, paint it black. But all the spots I can see visible rust. So nothing too crazy there. I did tighten down the valve cover about a week or two ago, and I think it stopped my oil leak. The bolts on there were kind of loose, but since I've done that, I haven't actually had a lot of oil drops on the bottom of my garage floor, so it could have been the cause. But for today, I've been on a mission to get these two bolts out, which for whatever reason, they're Torx bolts, and the auto hobby shop last time I wanted to take it off didn't have a bit big enough, so my buddy lent me a T50, and I already put it in there and it does fit. So I'm gonna try to get those off. I already sprayed them down with WD-40, so hopefully they come off without any issue. I did remove these last time, so I know these are good to go, and then we'll get the catalytic converter off and then put the test pipe on there. And that also should stop the exhaust rattle I have. You guys can see right here, the heat shield on the catalytic converter has been rubbing up against the drive shaft here. And you can see where it's been scraping. And that's obviously no bueno. So I'm hoping with the test pipe on there, it's not gonna have a heat shield, and it shouldn't be rubbing up against anything. So two birds with one stone on that. And then lastly, for the gear oil, I'm gonna remove this bolt on the rear diff and fill it with some Diaqueen gear oil right here. So we're just gonna let that drain out. I'm gonna go ahead and probably break that loose, let it drain out while I'm working on the exhaust, and then we'll fill up the diff right here. And as you can see, it says gear oil, a little bit of air, a little arrow pointed to that bolt. We don't want to get it mistaken with the active yaw control, the AYC fluid right here, and AYC fluid right there. So we're not gonna even touch that one. That should be good, but I definitely want to touch the rear diff oil and get that replaced. So we'll go ahead and break this loose, let it drip down, and then we'll go ahead and start working on the exhaust. All right, so I got the drain bolt off. The fluid's draining right now. Really important though, if you guys are doing your rear diff oil or transfer case or transmission, any kind of oil, moving parts, make sure you always remove the fill plug first before you remove the drain plug. Because the last thing you want to do is remove your drain plug, have all your oil come out, and you can't get your fill plug off, and then you can't drive your car. So just make sure you can break that free, and then go ahead and drop the drain plug and let everything come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this cleaned up. You can see there's a bunch of gunk on here. I'm gonna try to make it real nice, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start working on these two right here. Hopefully we can get them off without any issues. Because if I can't break them, I don't know how I'm gonna get them off. Maybe some vice grips, we'll see. So we'll go ahead and try to work on that now. All right, so the original Cat, finally got it off. I had to take some vice grips to take the old hardware off. Pain in the butt, but when there's a will, there's a way. And we're gonna be replacing the Cat with a straight pipe. And as you can see, the diameter on the straight pipe is a lot lot bigger than the stock cat. And there's nothing blocking it, so hopefully this will open the turbo up a little bit more and get a little bit more power, and hopefully it sounds a little bit better too. So we're gonna go ahead and get this on, and then work on the strut bar, refill the oil, and we should be done. All right, so we got the test pipe all bolted up. And as you can see, there's lots of clearance from the pipe itself and the drive shaft. So it shouldn't be rubbing. I was getting a little bit of a rattle and it was kind of driving me insane, so that should fix that issue. So that's on, and now I'm going to refill the gear oil. So I'm going to put the drain bolt back in, take this one all the way out. I've got a big syringe, put the Diaqueen oil in there, get a torque back down, and that should be it for today. So short trip. These dudes over here were doing a SR20 swap on this S13, and they just fired it up. All systems go. Over here celebrating. It's got an R33 GTST getting worked on down here, and then all the way down at the end there's another one that's getting parted out. So always some good JDM goodness up here at the auto hobby shop. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I've got the bolts back in, everything wiped down, nice and dry. I'm going to get it down the lift, fire up the car. I'll do a little sound clip so you guys can hear what the EVO sounds like with a test pipe in. But yeah, we're going to go from there.